going on, the friends? My name is M. and welcome back to another episode of Murder by Numbers for the Nintendo Switch. Right off the last time, we completed Fallen Star, and we got a really good ending from that, and we discovered who the killer was, which ended up being Kathleen, Dick Stanford's partner, and I have never saw it coming, but I guess she had a particular reason, so now in this part we are going to start a new case, which is If the Shoe Fits. So let's get started. After the Starshine Awards, things change. I'd been through plenty of change already that summer, but this was different. This was big! But I guess change is hardest to recognize when it's happening to you. It felt like an entity ago that I left Ryan and struck out on my own. If you'd told me back then that I'd end up living with a robot, well, let's just say that was never the plan. I didn't know why that stranger thought Scout was dangerous, but the more time I spent with him, the less I believed it. So we just carried on, like everything was normal. We watched films, visited museums, and Scout devoured the public library, 5 books at a time. For a while, it felt like progress, but deep down, I knew I was running away. Running from Scout's past, and from my future. But I couldn't run forever. Good morning! I read the final 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Totalis. I think my favorite was Zirconia. They're so pretty. I always need to think of a way to get those encyclopedias back to the library before they realize we took them. Also, I read that Julia Child's book that you've never opened. Hey, I was going to get around to it at some point. Anyway, I spent the night trying to perfect the French omelet. Here, I made one for you. And the phone rings. Hey, Casey! How did your date with the perfume guy go last night? It was the 3rd one, right? Did you... Wait, is that why you're calling me at this ungodly hour? Because you're doing the walk of shame? You hussy! Tell me everything! Wait, what? Something happened? Got it, we'll be there as soon as we can. Well, that's unfortunate! He's fine, but it looks like he just found himself at a murder scene. Wait, are you serious already? Whoa, hold on, who's that? Who's that? There's no giant shoe. A giant killer shoe? Darling, you're here! What a mess all this is! What the heel happened here? If you're gonna start making quips, we need to have a talk about timing. You two! Of course you're here! Oh boy. Wait, it's not even gonna do the whole, like, flashing lightning thing or whatever when we saw 2 bodies, or the previous 2 bodies? Alright, let's talk to Casey. Let's talk to Casey first. Isn't it just awful? Okay, so what happened? Your guess is as good as mine. I was in the area and decided to swing by. Fran mentioned to me that she'd had the place done up, so I thought I'd take a look at the outside at least. But when I got here, this is what I found. Okay, who's Fran? Fran Tasha. She owns this place. Oh, okay. Your drag mother? Wait, what? How to explain? When I first came to the States, I didn't know anyone. I landed at Lax with a makeup palette under one arm and a head full of dreams. Then reality hit and it hit hard. I met Fran in a club one night, and she took me under her wing. That's when I learned that drag queens will do anything for help with their makeup, even adopt a lost British gay boy. It does seem a waste to not use these cheekbones for profit, doesn't it? I don't know, I think doing makeup on other people is my calling, and a drag family is full of people who need makeup on them pretty much every day, so it worked out. They were my support network back when I couldn't get a job to save my life. Friend or sisters put me up, kept me fed, spread the word. Everything I have is thanks to the kindness of queens. Since things blew up with Murder Miss Terry and the other regular work, though, I've not seen them as much as I used to, or should do. Okay, where is Fran? I called her just before I spoke to you. She's not turned up yet, though. It always takes her at least an hour and a half to get ready, though. So she's probably mid-beat as we speak. Ed likes to draw a line between club life and the rest of his life. Drag only when on the premises. Okay. Ed is Fran's boy name. What does that mean? Tinker is British slang for it does. Oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. What if I want to know that stuff? All right, what is this place? Magellan's. Kind of a weird name for a gay bar, isn't it? Well, it's not strictly a gay bar. How did Fran describe it? Something like Magellan's is a port in the storm for those exploring the stormy seas of gender. That's the friendly reason behind the name anyway. Fran hasn't owned it for that long. The bar's been here for years, but she only took it over recently. Okay. I came here for the big party she threw to celebrate her new venture, but I haven't been banked since. Okay. Alright, how about you, Detective Cross? Should have known he'd call you. Nice to see you too! If I told you two to stop sticking your noses in and go home, what are the chances you'd actually do it? I estimate the chances approximately 0.00001%. I can't even imagine. I can't even manage to be mad at you two anymore. I suppose you did a pretty good job last time, and the crime scene team have just finished up anyway. Yeah, we will not. Well, I promise we won't do that. I'll just say this first. We can help out. Okay. You've already looked at it, I see. At this early stage in investigation, it's important to consider everything. Every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. So sure, knock yourselves out. Come back here and show me everything you find, and we'll see what your conclusions are. Okay. So what happened here? Looks like a fairly standard hit and run. Oh, it was a hit and run? Okay. So I guess it was a literal run. So on balance, pretty far from your standard hit and run. Okay. Alright, do we know anything about this? I thought that was more of a question for your friend over there. He means that's a gay club, and he, being an old straight man, wouldn't know anything about that. Alright, what do we know about the victim? He had some ID on him. I'm surprised Roboboy over there hasn't found it yet. I mean, we haven't really done anything yet. The only person with any connection to the incident so far is that friend of yours. But, well, I mean, he is there. So, of course, it had to be some kind of... Wait, hold on, look at the background. The background has broken windows. He did, and then he called you. Alright. Time for investigation. Can I look at the body first? I can! Alright, what do we got? Alright, where to start? I gotta start right off the bat. Look at this. Alright, that's a free row right there. I usually like to look for these free rows whenever we're doing these puzzles. And that just makes things a little bit easier when solving this. When solving this. Okay, maybe there's something here that the game's letting me know about. Wait, so we're done with the 4 here already? Alright. So that means we have to X this stuff out over here. Alright, so then this is a 5 over here, so we're done with this row. Okay, 3 here, done with this. And if the game is hinting me 2 rows here and 2 columns here, I'm going to think that maybe there's... Well, actually, no. Let's go back. Let's take a bit of a step back here. Okay, 2 and 1 there. Alright, that means there has to be a 3 over here, so we're done with the 3 with this one. Here's a 2, here's a 1. Alright, we have a 3 over here. And then 5. This one has to be marked at least. Which means we got a 2 here. We're done. Okay. So put an X right there. What else do I know? Put an X right there. We're done. We got a 2 here. This has a 3, I guess. And then mark these. Okay, done with another column. Oh, okay. So I can finish this column right here. I guess a 6 over here. And then fill in the 1s there. Okay, this can't be this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 more. Alright. Didn't make any mistakes with this one. Awesome. A passport. Alright, so it looks like maybe this guy was traveling since he has a passport on him. His name is Oliver Laurel, U.S. citizen, date of birth would make him 26. Pretty young age to die in, unfortunately. Passport is an item for traveling to foreign countries, correct? Perhaps he was going on holiday soon? People sometimes use them as IDs too, but it is a bit strange that he'd be carrying it here. I mean, you're a robot. You don't need a passport if you're a robot, I think. I mean, they'll probably check on you too, because Scout is a very unusual item in passport for airports. I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, I bet you don't. All right, let's look at something else here. Also, hold on. It looks super weird. Okay. There's something over here. Okay, we got a 12 here, or at least fill in this middle stuff here for the 12. I think this is a free... That's not a free one. These 5 have to be filled in for the 10. Here's a middle piece for the 8. Which means we're done with that right there. Oh look, free row! Whoa! I can't believe it. It's so crazy. Y'all have no idea. Alright, now let's actually look at some of the stuff that we have here. Okay, here are some 3s. Fill this in, fill this in, fill this in. XX. Okay. That means it's a 5, so we're done with that. It's right there. Okay, we got a 7 done right there, and then mark these 3 for the 4s. Actually, Mark this in, because this has to be a 3. And same with this right here. And we're done with the 2 over here. So we got 4. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done with the 3s there. And this is a 7, and this is a 1. Done with this row. Awesome! Which means we're done with this row. This has to be a 9 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 3, 3, 4. We have a 6 over here. This is a 3, which means this is filled in right here. So we can mark this, X this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. We're doing really good on this puzzle right here, as it looks like. Okay, we got a 4 there. Got to finish the 10 right here. 4 and a 3 is done over here. Finish this column over here. Fill this one in. Complete this column. Here's a 3. This is a 2. This is a 2. Finish this one. Finish that column. Here's a 2. Fill that. Fill that. This has to at least be filled in. And then we need one more 1 somewhere around this area over here. Can't be over here. Or at least that one can't be over there. 3, 2, 2. Here's a 1, 1, 1 there. Okay, done with this column. Finish this. And finish this. 1. Alright. What do we got? A wheel. Okay, that has to come from the car. There's something interesting about this tire. The thread appears to be undamaged, which indicates that the vehicle didn't break before it hit the club. Or the victim. Now that you mention it, there aren't any skid marks, are there? So he didn't try to slow down or swerve. I don't think this was an accident. This was a purpose. Okay. What else can I look at? It was warm here. Wait, what? Where am I supposed to... What am I... Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so now we have a 10 by 10 grid. So this... Things should be a little bit easier for this one. Although... Where is a free row to start on? This is my start so far. It's probably a bad idea to start off like this, but... The game's hinting me at starting off here, so... May as well, I guess. I'll know if it's wrong afterwards. Oh yeah, this is definitely wrong. Oh no, that's a lot of mistakes. Alright, fix my mistakes. So we completed a column. Fill that in. So that's a 3 right there, which means this is a 1. This. 2. This needs to be a 1. There needs to be a 1 right here. Okay, there needs to be a 1 right there. Okay, we're done with the column. Okay, we complete another column. As it looks like, this cannot be this because we need a 2. I'm gonna assume that a 2 is right here. Actually, yes, this is it. This, and then this. We're done with that. Ugh. Oh my goodness. We're done with that. Put a 1 right there. One, 3 and 1. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that was the first mistake. Well, the first puzzle with mistakes. A left sneaker. Okay, a left sneaker. Whoever was driving the float must have left it behind when they fled the scene. It would appear to be designed for a left foot. Hypothesis: the killer only has one leg. No. What? Wait, we're going along with that? Unbelievable. Wait, there's even more things to look at? Man, this is the most we've ever had to look at before we have to present any evidence. Alright. Another 5x5 row, or another 10x10 puzzle here. I have a feeling that this is wrong, but it may be right, but I think this is wrong. Okay, on my hypothetical puzzle, this has to be a 3. Okay, things look good so far, I think. This has to be a 1. Okay, finish this up right here. Oh, yep, I did something wrong. Alright, what's wrong? Oh, wow, I actually did most of the puzzle right. That has to be a 1. We're done with that row. Put this in. Okay, we're done with this first column. That has to be a 3. This is a 1. This is a 2. Okay, we're done. Alright, what is this thing? Broken dial. Okay, what is happening with this? The glass cover of the speedometer has been smashed. Something must have hit it when the float crashed into the club. Or someone, perhaps the driver. It's certainly possible. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Casey first. So let's present him. Let's present him a passport. Oliver Laurel. Doesn't ring a bell, but then again, I'm not a regular, so I don't know many of the customers. You're not a regular? A homophobic attack, do you? I don't know. But it crashed into the building, so I don't know. There probably was some intention of some sort. My head's all over the place. What are you showing me this for? Alright. Okay, logically, I guess that's the only thing I can. That passport's the only thing I can show him. All right, let's see. The wheel, no wear on the treads and no marks on the floor. Looks like they didn't try to slow down. That's what I said. And what do you think that means? Okay, left sneaker. We found a sneaker. I have a hypothesis. The presence of only a single sneaker could indicate that our perpetrator only has one leg. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not likely. Yeah, every credible hypothesis. Alright, how about the broken dial? The dial on the shoe's dashboard was smashed. Indeed it was. What do you think that means? The driver of the shoe... The driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact. Is that it? Wait, I haven't shown him the passport. That's the victim, alright. Oliver Laurel. I've radioed his name to the station. They're going to get back once they have more info for me. What do you think? The vehicle hit the club on purpose. I'm going to say this. The vehicle hit the club on purpose. The lack of wear on the flat tires, plus the absence of skid marks, points towards that. Indeed they do. What about the victim? Do you think it was deliberate? None of the evidence suggests it was deliberate, but neither does anything prove it was accidental. So what? Wait, whoa, that's Fran? It's even worse than I imagined. Fran, it's terrible. Think Streisand, you weren't in there. I'm Detective Cross, investigating officer. I appreciate you've only just arrived, but I'd like to ask you a few questions inside if I may. Or Miss, you can call me Fran, and sure, let's head inside, shall we? But why? It's so bad looking in there.